Hi, everyone. My name is Maggie Cahill.
And I'm Father Joe Carey, and we want to welcome you to The Cup of Joe.
Hey there, FJ.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Pretty good, but at the end of the semester, it gets tiring and everything. And
It does.
We've wrapped up a lot of stuff in ACE with selections.
Yep.
But I was wondering, you've had ends of semesters and graduated from Dayton, but also ending last year you were ending being a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you approach that time?
Well, it was definitely tough. It can always be tough to end one thing, but every ending has a beginning, right?
Right.
So I think focusing on the new horizons and the things that were coming up and things to look forward to kind of helped put everything in perspective. So I know it was hard for me to tell my students that I wouldn't be coming back.
How'd you do that?
Oh gosh, it was tough. When I came...
Did you do it early or?
No, I waited a little bit, but I didn't wait until the very end.
Okay.
And I believe that it was after I came to interview for this job, I went back to them and I hadn't told them why I was leaving because I had to leave for a couple days. And then when I came back, I was teaching for a couple more weeks. And then eventually, once I got offered the job, then it might have been after spring break time or maybe a little before. It was around that time that I told them. It has nothing to do with you. This is just, this is just what I'm going to be doing next. And just like you guys are going to leave me and go to 8th grade, this is what I'm going to do next.
Did you cry?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But I did care. What about you? How do you approach change?
It's kind of interesting that you asked me because I have a really hard time with ending anything.
Yeah.
And you'd say, well, being at a university for 40 years, you have a lot of endings of some
every year.
But I remember in 2009, I was living in Pascagoula Hall. And during that year, I was asked if in the fall of 2009, I would move to a brand new hall, Ryan Hall. And so I thought, well, there's some people that I really want to tell in person. And so the first person was this girl by the name of Betsy. And so we were on a committee together for a retreat. So at the end of this meeting, I said, Betsy, can I talk to you for a minute? I want to tell you something. So I said, I'm going to be leaving PW at the end of this year and moving into the new hall, Ryan, that's being built. And she started to quiver, and she cried, and I said, oh my God, what did I do? And so then the next day she sent me a note and she said, I'm sorry I cried. Well, I actually cried for all night.
No.
And so I said, I'm not going to tell anyone else in person.
That was the end of that.
So I sent out an email to the whole hall.
You tried.
I tried, but I'm not very good at it.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. We have to learn how to do something like that. So we need a good goodbye to have a good hello.
That's right. So what would be a message that you would want to give to anybody who's graduating or moving on to the next thing in their life?
That to be patient with yourself and realize it's not easy, but also to be able to think about sharing how I think what you said, it's not, you pointed out how your students are moving on to the next grade, and that it's a natural part of life, and that's the best advice, I think.
Well, there you have it.
So we want everyone to know, if you have to say goodbye, if you're graduating, if you're changing jobs, do it well. And we want you to know we love you.
We love you. And congrats.